Hello and welcome to this revision video. This is revision activity number 7 using revision posters. Some details. Please subscribe to me, Teaching and Learning on YouTube. If you've got any questions about this video, please email me, oliverfurnivall@gmail.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at @IBEcoordinator_. Okay, so today we're going to focus on revision posters, and the idea of posters is that we can create a visual revision tool that we can stick up on our bedroom wall, or actually anywhere we like, parents' permission of course, around the house, okay? And hopefully when you're in your exam you can associate the pictures and where they were to the information that is locked away somewhere in your head. So in this video I'm just going to quickly show you how we could maybe create a good revision poster that you could put up in your house and use to help you through the revision process. Okay, so with my poster, here, I'm just going to very quickly explain what could be on a poster, then show one that I created earlier, just like a Blue Peter presenter. So the idea of a poster then is that it's going to be visual, okay? So it's going to have pictures or graphs, charts, photographs, okay? Maybe in the centre, it's going to be nice and visual, okay? So the first thing we have to understand is that the poster's got to be readable. Okay, you can see my handwriting is not the best, but as long as you understand your own handwriting, and it's clear for you from whereabouts you're going to put your poster. There's no good, and it's not the idea of a poster to simply write as though we're copying notes from a textbook, okay? Because what we want is it to hit us, is to actually become memorable for us, okay? Of course, there will be writing on the poster, and when you are doing your writing, you must, of course, think about your spelling and your grammar, especially your spelling and grammar for your subject-specific. Your subject-specific vocabulary, okay? So with your poster, it might be nice to have your visual in the middle, and then what you're going to do is organise your poster well. So the way I like to do it myself is have my centre point, and then I might go off and I might have smaller visual throughout the poster, which are all going to be linked to my point. Now it might be that I do a link there, there's my visual there, and it might be that I have another visual there. We don't want to have too much on the page though. We don't want it to be too filled up, because we want to be able to take in the key ideas of what we're learning about. So it might be that for your poster that you decide not to use white paper. It's good to get colourful paper, especially if you've got more poster in your bedroom. You might want to colour code paper depending on a topic or a subject that you are studying. But also, on your poster, don't just stick to blue or black, okay? Try to get lots of colour to make the information stand out for you and to help unlock the memory as you expand on the key ideas. So I'm going to now expand with my writing on this idea, and I'm going to use orange here. So this is going to be 1, I'm going to do all of that in orange, and 2, I'm going to do all this in green, okay? So hopefully this will benefit you as a visual learner, and hopefully the prompts on the pictures are going to remember or help you remember key information. Okay, so if you just look here, let's say that I'm studying AS, UK, government and politics. Doesn't matter what the subject you're studying is. Hopefully that this poster can be versatile and be used for many. But here I've got a page in my textbook, New Right Conservatism or Thatcherism, and I know that it's going to come up on the exam, so I want to know the key ideas of Thatcher, and I've got them here, black ink. Keep writing it. I might want to make notes, which I might do in another video. I will do in another video, sorry, but I want to put this into poster form so that it hits me, and then all of this is unlocked in my head. So from this, one I created earlier was here on Thatcherism, okay? So what I've done here on Thatcherism, I've got my big title, I've got my picture of Margaret Thatcher in the middle, I've got my 5 key ideas, okay? So let's look at anti-unions, okay? So here's my picture, I've got unions with a no sign, pretty obvious to me what that means, and I've got the key ideas that, they reduce legal powers, their ability to take industrial action was reduced because they believe that unions block progress, okay? So I've got the right to buy, same idea. I've got property, the right to buy. And as you can see here now, the tenants are given local authority in the right to buy. I could make it clearer by doing my arrow and my arrow. So tenants are allowed to buy under Thatcherism as a key idea, and they had discount prices and discounted mortgage rates as well, okay? And I might want to say that from that, I link that there. And the competition in the mortgage markets resulted in cheaper rates and other credit available to the borrowers, okay? So, as you can see here, I hope for me it's readable. As I said, my handwriting's not particularly nice, but I can read it. I've got my key points. You can see there's not really much more than 1 or 2 sentences, okay? All of this information has come from my lessons. It's also come from my textbook, okay? And what I've done is I've started connecting in the colours my ideas, and these ideas should hopefully come from there. I can see the economic growth going down. However, under Thatcherism, I understand that the state is not engaged, doesn't intervene, apart from to control money supply to prevent inflation, okay? And from that, from this poster, depending on what this is used in my exam for, it may well be there's going to be an essay on describing Thatcherism. So what I can do from my poster is use my keynotes now, get another piece of paper, okay, and I could use a past paper question, and I'm going to answer my question like I'm in an exam, but I'm not going to use my textbook today with all this information. I'm going to use my poster, okay? So what I'm going to do is just talk about the first point of Thatcherism is they were anti-unions. I've got my 3 key points there, and then I can give further information, okay? So this is going to help me in the exam, and when I'm in my exam, whenever it is, I'm in my exam, I get my Thatcher question. Of course, I do not have my poster with me, but hopefully I can visualise now. I can visualise in my exam that in the middle of my poster was Margaret Thatcher, and on the left there was the unions with the red line between, okay, for example, okay. And then I had my right to buy cartoon, and then from the right to buy cartoon, I suddenly remember the information there. So hopefully this is a trigger of this information. And what I do before the exam, of course, is I put this up on my desk in my bedroom. I've got my Thatcherism there. You know, pins on the wall, fine, but it might be that you want to get, if you're lucky enough, you could get a board. If I can show you over here. If you're lucky enough, you can create your list of posters, create your amount of posters, and on your board in your bedroom, depending on what you're revising for at the time, if you're lucky, you can get magnets, you can take your posters down, and you can put your next poster up. So, here we go, revision posters. The idea is that we're taking a lot of written work into key ideas, we're visualising it, okay, and we're using that to hope trigger our memory to be able to write exam questions, okay, and hopefully it's active, you're creating, and hopefully this will help you with your revision. Thank you for listening.